Peace, family. So I'm back with another one, you know what I'm saying? So today what I wanted to do was, wanted to talk to my chosen ones and targeted individuals about you will be targeted and gang stalked through every physical avenue possible. You know what I'm saying? Every physical avenue possible. Over here on this channel, we already understand that everything starts from a spiritual standpoint first. You understand me? Then it happens physically. We're a spiritual being having a human experience. So we have to stop leaning on every piece of new technology or information you find out about that they're spying on you from. We're connected to this fucking matrix. We're connected to it. So it doesn't matter if you figure out if it's a new government fucking company spying on you, whether you figure out if it's another school program spying on you, or some people are getting together and formulating groups and all this shit to spy on you and gang stalk you and do all this weird witchy ass shit. That's just the physical standpoint. We already understand that in order for us to minimize that shit, we have to remove ourselves from this matrix. So until then, you have to understand that this shit is going to fucking happen. It's no point of sitting around keep crying and complaining about it, or keep talking about it happening in the same formula. That's why I didn't really want to do too many on this subject alone as it is, because it will drive people to that place of making spells come to life. As in that title I did with one of my other ones, you know, paranoid was created to discredit the chosen ones. But if you keep leaning all your weight and your energy on, oh, this person is behind the car gang stalking me, or this fucker is over here following me around here, it's going to fucking happen. It's going to happen. If you're chosen and you're doing what the fuck you're supposed to be doing, it's going to happen. If you're targeted, you're usually targeted because you're chosen, but I know some targeted individuals are targeted because they know certain information, or because they was connected to certain groups and organizations and things like that. But it doesn't matter if you pinpoint every goddamn organization that fucking is gang stalking you, or every new piece of technology. We need to get the fuck away from the technology. Simple process. Yes, we're using it to counter what the fuck they're doing right now, but that's only because this shit still exists. Once this matrix is null and void, this shit, we won't even be doing this shit right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel like we have to do a better job at making sure we're using our energy wisely, you know what I'm saying, and efficiently. I know a lot of us, we learned a lot of lessons through life, but we also felt like we wasted a lot of fucking energy as well. I'm not one of them beings who like to sit around and just keep wasting energy, or keep talking in circles, or keep doing the same thing and it's not working or happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless it's like something that's moving towards putting me in a higher vibration, a higher frequency, you know what I'm saying? But me sitting around and keep talking about all these weird alphabet names and different organizations that's still doing this physical gang stalk, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I'm past all of that shit. I'm beyond all of that shit. I'm 36 years old. They've been doing all that shit before. You know what I'm saying? All this technology wasn't even this goddamn prevalent when I was young and growing up. This shit just hit a fucking burst now. You know what I'm saying? So to be sitting around and weighing all your shit on this physical shit, you already know you need to remove it. Like, for me, I don't have to worry about nobody putting pressure on me to shoot the ball or pass the ball or play defense if I'm not on the fucking court. You have to be on the court. I minimize a lot of shit that I do with this technology. I take as many fucking breaks as I can from it, you know what I'm saying? I make sure I'm aware of the beings that surround me, and as far as the technology, I'm just aware of the shit that's around me, and I'm always alert of how I'm communicating. I already know anything I speak outside of my vessel, they can tap into, they can pick up, they can listen to, they can sense. They got all of this shit to fucking stay in tune with us, you know what I'm saying? But we shouldn't be putting all of our energy into these fucking organizations, because it doesn't fucking matter. Good job for you. You know another name that's, okay, this is the FNIJQ community over here, and they just built this one, and they're right next to the ABCD community, which they're using this technology to do this. I don't give a fuck about all of that shit. The system is the system to me. I don't give a damn if it's a fucking neighborhood organization. To me, y'all all matrix connected anyways. Y'all all are vibrating extremely low anyways. If y'all wasn't, this community would be figuring out, how the fuck can we not involve this policing community? How the fuck can we not involve this matrix as much? How the fuck can we evolve it and involve this whole community as a collective? How can we get all the kids from the community together? How can we get all the neighbors to know who the fuck each other is? It's just a bunch of people living in neighborhoods that's got money, and they all just fucking moved in there. It's not a built community of families, and they all fucking knew each other, and they're all helping and raising and riding for each other. That's not the case. So we gotta stop having to be surprised when it's all these different low vibrational entities working together to do this shit. People try to say that shit is like, oh, it's intelligent. Yeah, it's intelligent to y'all dumb motherfuckers. That shit is not intelligent to me, because as soon as it starts happening, I'm aware of it. But because there's a matrix in place, it forces my hand on my decision a little bit as far as how I want to respond to the situation. Because if it was no fucking matrix in place, best believe I am a full masculine male out this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I roam like the lions. I take care of me and mines, and I'm gonna ride till my motherfucking wheels fall off of me and mines. But I ain't gonna sit around here and run around and not do what I gotta do to raise my frequency, because I'm still dancing back around to, oh, I figured out this new organization is doing this, so I figured out that. No, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. All that shit is the same thing. Opposition. None of that shit is moving over here. It frustrates me every time I hear people and different beings talk about this shit or say this shit. Like, it's making you look less credible, because you're still sticking to the low vibrational topic instead of pinpointing it. Okay, boom, this is what it is. Okay, this is the physical standpoint. This is the 3D standpoint. Okay, what else is going on with this? Because it's happening all over the world, and it's happening all over the fucking place. Okay, maybe this is spiritual if it's not a colorism thing. It's very fucking simple. It's very fucking simple. You know what I'm saying? It's not that hard to figure out. But if you are diving into those spaces and you're not meditating and taking the time to do the things you need to do to keep yourself in a healthy space, you ain't never gonna be able to have access to different frequencies. You're gonna be stuck at level 5. You know what I'm saying? We keep going to level 10, 15, 20. Your ass is still at level 5 because you still talking about the same basic ass shit. If that's what you have to do, then that's what you have to do. But for the bulk of us, like, we're doing everything we can to raise our frequency and to get up out of this shit that's going on right now. I don't know about y'all, but I know I don't like sitting in shit. I don't want to be around shit unless I'm using it to grow some shit. Like, I need the manure. You know what I'm saying? Outside of that, if I'm not using it for those purposes, I don't want to fucking hang out in it. I don't want to hang out in it. You know what I'm saying? And I just wanted to drop something up here for my targeted individuals. You're targeted because you're chosen, or you're targeted because you know some information or connected to some organizations. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to drop this up here for y'all so y'all can know not to continue to dive in these spaces. We already know what it is. We already know. That's a quarterback. Okay, I don't really have to study him anymore. Okay, that's a point guard. I don't really have to study him. That's a painter. Okay, that's a plumber. Okay, like, you don't have to dive into these things unless you're in that field. Unless I'm a plumber, I don't really give a fuck about diving into that plumbing shit. That's me personally, because I have other avenues that I'm working on. Now, if I needed plumbing done, I would tap in with a plumber that knows what he's doing, that's been in that field. Make use of your time and energy wisely. You know what I'm saying? Peace and love to the kings and queens.